Thank you, and good morning. I want to start off with two simple but very broad, open-minded questions. The first being, what is your normal right now? And the second being, what could it be? Very, very broad-minded questions. As we move forward, I need to admit to you that very often I marvel my own accomplishments. I do. I believe they're marvelous because I finally figured out that I don't really own them. I don't have the ability to walk on water. I have more faults than probably everyone from here over. But I recognize that there is something more powerful, and it's the power of sharing the goodness and another few tenets that I'll share with you this morning. Exigante, a term that I stumbled across in all the reading and all the research, and something that really stuck. If we look at the root word of exigante, it is to be exigent. Not necessarily the best kind of term because it means to demand or to be demanding. But I offer it to you to perhaps think of it the way that it's developed for me personally and for Obis One, which is to demand to learn more. Additionally, demand to live more. And perhaps the most important one, learn to love more. How can we and how do we learn more? Research is very clear on this point that humans in groups learn better, but they learn even more when learning is in an open environment, in sharing, in being transparent, and having an equal playing field. How does exigante work for us at Obis One? I really believe that we can't cash the check that pure goodness promises us without a deeper commitment by the tenets of exigante, where we, myself, and everyone involved, family, volunteers at our farm, have a deep commitment to many things: our customers, our crops, most importantly, each other. It's been 5 years. I have spent countless thousands of hard-earned family money. I failed over and over, thought I had it, failed again. But being persistent to the point that this black garlic thing just developed, and it worked, and it's different than anything else that was done before. And I'll give you reasons for that later, but it is truly a gift. We decided to make sure that our products are organic, sustainable, and all done by us and volunteers and sharing. The question rings thousands of times everywhere we go. Why black garlic? You might be insane, but it's kind of a weird niche kind of product. Well, being on the creative side myself, and also being very deep in research and all, there became this balance, and I had a dehydrator, and we just started trying stuff. And it took that long to get something that we really wanted to share because it's so good for you, and then it has such wide applications in organic. A little background about the timeline of our products. First off, we are a grow to distribute operation. At minimum, there's no way we can put a product out in less than a year. We plant our garlic in October, It winters over. We harvest in July. We hang it to cure. Then we can start to begin this long aging, fermenting process it's the way we do it. And so at minimum, and many products, like one I'll share with you soon, it's in excess of 2 years. So if you're looking for instant gratification, we're not your people. It's a deep commitment, and we're planning out and growing our stock from 5,000, this year 44,000, potentially 200,000 this coming year, with all of our own stock. So we have the control, and we know what we're creating is absolutely pure because we're doing the work. The shelf life of the products is interesting. The minimum shelf life, because we're very conservative, is 6 months. So if you see the black garlic, it's in a clove or whatever, just put it on your counter. So we're not dealing with something perishable, and I think that's going to be one of our definitive goals as we move forward. And as already mentioned, this commitment to sustainability, to organic, I mean, we're inundated with this in the media. But to live it, oh, it's hard. We invented, well, we didn't reinvent, I think we reinvented the best way to control weeds in an organic environment. And we all have them, they're right here. There is no secret. Okay, what has happened? As the moderator mentioned, we're very fortunate, and we've been able to invent 7 brand new products within the last 24 years, 2 years, excuse me. And they just kind of happen. They happen because of feedback and this openness and this sharing and this commitment to this R&D section that drives my beautiful wife, Lisa, absolutely crazy because everything's always in a flux, trying to get a little deeper, trying to get a little better at the same time. Which leads us to one of our biggest hits lately, which is black crack. Like white crack is not bad enough for you, we went ahead and invented something and actually, with a lot of trepidation, named it black crack. Well, that's what it is. There is a need for an on-demand, in a grinder, 2 years drying, dehydrated garlic, which goes on all kinds of things. It is not good on frosted flakes, and it's not good on cantaloupe. I told you I experiment, they don't work. But most everything else, it works and it's new. We don't use salt and pepper anymore. The antioxidants are high in it, and it works. So that's where black crack came from, because that's what it is. We are won over any drug use. But that's what it is. It is organic, cracked black garlic. So no disrespect, but some people really find it amusing, but we're just trying to move forward with products. What has emerged, because I always told my wife, I said, I don't think that it's always going to be, or it's going to end being black garlic. There's always going to be something, but this is so true to us, it's all through the whole family. Rotational crops, we plant in a 3-year cycle. So obviously, we have 2/3 of land, and even when we expand, it's even more. What do we do with it? So we started growing specialty items like miracle fruit, like edible potted radishes. We listen first, and hopefully respond second, which has led us into edible flowers. We made the first to-market Jersey tomato in like June 10th, just trying, and then we have people come out. You're all welcome to come out and see the farm. You can come pick your own produce. We don't really care, because what is the tenet? To learn more, live more, and love more. So by sharing, these things aren't extra, but in the same time, they energize us because they are so cool. We don't know. We're planning things, and wow, we've never done this before. Ground cherries. just little kind of tomatillo things. If you're going to grow one, you got to grow 200. That's the way I do things. And they're kind of cool. And we share them, a new taste with people. Very, very dear to us. I briefly talked about definitive new goals. And there is one that's undeniable. We have to figure out a way to take this black garlic that has double the antioxidants of regular garlic and almost double of all the other good guys of garlic, and figure out a way to get it into people's hands that it can benefit the most. Who is it? Probably the people that are way more less fortunate than us. As I say, it's a goal. We're struggling with this. We don't have the answers. Any ideas, please share back to us. We're very open, and we think that it could possibly have a really good impact for human health. Dismissing conventional thought is kind of a tough one, because the easy way for me used to be, this must be working because we work so hard. It has to be, maybe we're a little smarter than anybody else trying it. Or thirdly, that it's luck. However, I offer to you that in reality, it is each and every person that we touch going to shows and feedback and trying and selling. The selling part is way down here for us. We count wows when people get to taste it. That's cool for us. And if we think about it this way, they are the true heroes. They are the success, because sharing one way works 90%. But if you don't have that last 10%, where the feedback and the sharing and the openness comes back, if you get that, we all win. So, I think the greatest heroes today aren't the fact that you made a commitment to come here, or I'm talking to you about our business and growth as we continue to grow at warp speed. The true heroes here are you, because you have the power to share even more. Who cares if it's about us being Obis One? Because what it's really about is all of you. Collectively, individually, touching someone that has not been touchable before, for this overarching concept of sharing the goodness. So, I bid you, exigante, demand to learn more, live more, and mostly figure out a way for you personally and for us collectively to love more. For us, it has turned into our new bliss. And my sincerest wishes that that could be for you. Thank you.